You ever been the last person on a late night bus? You know that weird feeling, that mix of being totally alone but also kind of vulnerable? Well, tonight we're diving into a story about a man named Tushar, whose regular ride home turned into, well, a total nightmare. Because as Tushar's about to learn the hard way, sometimes the vehicle you get on isn't actually heading to your stop. It's going somewhere else entirely. So let's set the scene. Our guy, Tushar, is just wiped out after a long day at the office. It's late, it's pouring rain, and the city streets are all slick and dark. You know the vibe. All he wants is to just get home. He spots the bus pulling away from the curb and just makes a mad dash for it, splashing through puddles. He literally leaps on just as the doors are hissing shut. He's breathing hard, totally soaked, but man, is he relieved. He's finally on his way. He slumps into his favorite seat, that corner spot right by the window. The bus is completely empty. The only sounds are the drumming of the rain against the glass and the occasional rumble of thunder in the distance. It feels almost peaceful, for now anyway. So between the rhythm of the rain and just how exhausted he is, his eyelids start to get heavy. He figures, hey, I'll just rest my eyes for a minute. A quick nap on the way home. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? He wakes up maybe 2 minutes later, and his blood runs cold. The bus, which was completely empty, is now crammed with people, shoulder to shoulder, all of them silent. He's totally confused. How? How did this many people get on without the bus even stopping? He tries to rationalize it, He tells himself, okay, Tushar, you're just exhausted. You must have dozed off longer than you thought and just didn't notice a stop. He convinces himself his mind's playing tricks on him, and he closes his eyes again. The next time he opens his eyes, a real, deep chill hits him. Everyone is gone. They've just vanished. And he knows with this horrible certainty that the bus never stopped. That crowd didn't get off. They just ceased to be there. As Tushar is sitting there, his heart hammering in his chest, a new smell cuts through the air. It's super sharp, super distinct. The smell of a beedi, those hand-rolled Indian cigarettes, and it's filling the space right next to him. He turns his head, and his breath just catches in his throat. Right there, sitting beside him, is an old man. His face is like a roadmap of wrinkles, and his eyes seem to cut right through the darkness. He was not there a second ago. Tushar manages to ask him where everyone went. The old man just takes this slow drag from his beedi and hits him with that bone-chilling line. And yeah, it's becoming crystal clear that this is not a normal bus. Then the old man tells Tushar he's not the first one to see weird things. He shares his own story from a year ago about a man with dead empty eyes who whispered a warning to him before disappearing into thin air, just like that crowd Tushar saw. But look, Tushar's rational brain is still kicking. He's thinking, it's just a spooky story from some old guy. It's the rain, the late hour, I'm just tired. He lets his exhaustion win one last time. But when he opens his eyes, just 5 minutes later, the old man is gone too. Okay, now a real sense of dread is washing over Tushar. He's frantically scanning the empty bus, his eyes darting into every shadow. And then he sees him. A man, a few rows ahead, with his face completely hidden behind a newspaper. I mean, who reads a newspaper at 1 a.m. on a bus? Tushar is just frozen. He can't look away. And the movement is so slow, so deliberate. The top edge of the paper starts to dip down, inch by inch, about to reveal who or what is behind it. And what he sees? It's not a face. It's a mangled wreck of blood and bone, skin soaked in gore, a skull partially caved in, and those eyes. Those same empty, lifeless eyes the old man was talking about. He lets out this choked gasp and just slams his eyes shut, trying to burn the image from his brain. But then he feels it. An icy, firm hand grips his shoulder, yanking him back into the nightmare. He forces his eyes open, and his brain just about breaks. The monster is gone.
In its place is a totally normal, kind-looking man smiling at him and offering a bottle of water. He's asking Tushar if he's okay. At this point, Tushar has to be wondering if he's losing his mind.
Tushar is shaking, but he takes the water. The man's smile disappears, and he leans in close, his voice dropping to this urgent whisper. He's got some advice for Tushar, more like a warning. He doesn't even finish the sentence, but the meaning is terrifyingly clear. Tushar scrambles to his feet, stumbles towards the door, splashing water on his face. When he looks back, the man's seat is empty. Then a voice calls out, "I'm here." And the man is somehow standing at the open doorway of the speeding bus. Before Tushar can even react, he jumps. Tushar hears this sickening crash from the darkness outside, followed by a sharp scream. That is it. Tushar knows he has to get off this bus now. As the bus finally slows for an upcoming stop, he doesn't even wait for it to stop completely. He just leaps out into the pouring rain, tumbles onto the pavement, and watches as the bus starts to pull away. And as it passes under a streetlight, the illusion just completely shatters. It's not a normal bus. It's a burnt-out, twisted wreck, the ghost of a horrible accident. And through the busted windows, he sees them all. The silent crowd, the old man, and the man with the newspaper, all staring back at him as they ride on forever. Tushar got away because he saw the truth, and he acted on it. He got off the bus. But it leaves us with this one final, really unsettling question, doesn't it? What happens to the passengers who don't get off? These stories, they really get onto your skin, tapping into that fear that the normal world has this terrifying layer just underneath, waiting for you when you're alone and just trying to get home.